What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying, as we do every day, the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look, so much stuff is going on in the world today, God. So, Diddy, it's your time. It's your time. That's all I'm going to say. It's your time. What's up, Gina?
No comment. This is just too much. I don't know what's going on in the Diddy world. The Diddy world is not, I'm going to stay away from that one.
Well, I'm going to stay away from it. I just say, look, you can have this time. If that's the time you want, that's the time you can have. I'm good on all the rest of it, all right?
And you know what? I was on his side at first. I was like, you guys, he is innocent until proven guilty, until I saw that video of him beating that girl like that. Then I was like, oh no, I can't even stand up for you, bro.
Here's my
stand up for him.
Here's my thing too. So you know what I did? I did a music video show for a while, and we were in Tennessee, I think, and we were down there in a convention where everybody was there. And had an opportunity to interview 112 at the time, all right? So Diddy didn't want us to, well, he wanted it at first, but he wanted us to interview him. Well, I'm like, I don't want to interview you, you know? So it got a little ugly and said that they couldn't do it. And we wound up, they came up anyway on their own, and we did the interview. It was one of the better interviews. And I haven't had a fond feeling for Diddy ever since. You know, I don't hold grudges, but come on, man, you know, professional courtesy. But anyway, I digress, man. Welcome to the show, everybody. And in the light of the Distinguished Authors Guild, which is celebrating authors that are doing their thing, okay, they're writing books, they're doing all that stuff and putting it out there, okay? And remember, this is November the 10th, so we want to see everybody out there, number one, okay? But tonight, man, we have this young lady. She's so talented. She is so talented. She's written, what was it, 13 books? 13 of them things, right? And she's a teacher as well. She's a teacher as well. Her name is Loreal Harris, and she is a self-published author, Gina. A self-published author. That's, you know what? With all of you guys, man, we had authors that have been nominated for the Distinguished Authors Guild Award. Man, I couldn't do it. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. You guys are a special breed. I'm gonna let y'all have that, okay? But anyway, man, everybody say hello to Miss Loreal Harris. What's going on, Loreal?
Hello, Miss Loreal Harris.
Hello.
She is a quiet person. I can see it.
Little reserved, little lady.
But to write 13 books, she got a lot of information in her.
Yeah, man. So again, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us. We got a delay. You see that, Gina? A slight delay,
Yes,
but we're gonna work
slight
that out.
delay. Yep.
We're gonna work that out, okay? So, L'Oreal, 13 books. That's a
Yep, that's
lot.
right. I'll say.
What are they connected in some way? Or are you just writing them as you breathe? I mean, how are you making these books? How are you making that 13 books? How are you doing that?
Whenever I have an idea, it would just come to me and I would just write it down. That's when someone told me if I had an idea, I just write it down, and if that idea is that good, I just use that idea for one of my books.
Okay.
And that's
All right.
exactly the way you do it.
So how long have you been writing?
I've been writing since my teen years.
Mm.
Well, that could have been yesterday. I don't know how old you are, but you know.
Years ago.
Years ago. Relax, L'Oreal. It's okay. She a little tense. She a little nervous, G. You see that?
When did you write the first book? I'm curious.
I've written my first book 10 years ago. This is my first book right here.
Oh, that's the children's book.
Yes. The Kindergarten Detectives was my first ever story I had ever come up with.
Oh, that's too cute.
And what's that
It's about problem solving among kindergarten-aged best friends, and as well as they go through their day-by-day routines in AM kindergarten.
Mm. We know how kindergarten can be.
Oh, yes. Takes me back.
Takes me back. But, you know.
Is that your favorite? Usually the first book is the favorite because that's the book that made you an author.
It's not exactly my favorite because when it comes to the books I've written, it's like asking who's your favorite child, and all the kids I created are my children. And
okay, I'll take that one. That's true. They're all your babies.
So let's go back. So what made you want to start writing?
what made me want to start writing is life experiences, because I have been bullied a lot as a child for being different. And someone in my family told me to use all that bullying and all the times I've had good and bad, just use it as fuel.
You don't look different to me.
Yeah, what's different?
How I speak, my interests, things like that.
Mm.
Okay, now I get that. I understand that, all right, because people are just bad sometimes. People are bullies like that, okay? If you look different, if you sound different, if you walk different, they're always going to talk about you, okay? So how did you get through that, though?
With the help of the Lord and my family.
Mm.
All right.
I'm assuming they're big supporters.
Oh yes, real big supporters.
Okay.
You have no idea. Because my family.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right, my family. They have been helping me through thick and thin, and help me show me that God is there to help me. And I used all took those bad experiences as well as some good ones, and used them for my stories.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
The kindergarten
That's
detective.
good.
Yes.
I like that. So you're a teacher, right?
Yes, I am.
What grades do you teach?
The grades normally vary, but I normally stick with preschool into the elementary grades.
Oh, those are the better children when they get to be
No,
high
they're not.
schoolers. It's a whole different ball game.
They are not the better children. Those are the little brats, man.
Well,
I'm
you know
sorry.
what? They're moldable. You know, they're still in that molding stage. That's what I mean by that, where you can make an impact with them and, you know, get them on certain tracks. So that's a good age.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it definitely is. It's a little difficult, I will say that at times, but hey, I got God and some experiences and everything, and I'm able to get through it.
Okay, does that create a challenge for you uh, during your writing process with the kids uh, that you teach, and then having to try to keep that creative juice going? Does that create a problem or a challenge for you?
Sometimes it does,
Mm.
but
How does
after a
it
little,
how?
how is it now?
How does it create a problem?
Sometimes I know what to write about, and other times it would just escape my mind, you know? It would just escape my
Mm.
mind, and after a little while, it just comes back to me, and I would use my experiences and just come up with something good.
Hmm. How long have you been teaching?
5 years.
Okay, she's a vet there too. I told her she was a veteran after like your fourth or fifth book. You're a veteran author. She's a veteran teacher.
Okay, so how veterans veteran how are you marketing your book? How are you getting your books out there?
Mostly through social media, and I have been learning how to just open my books and just read a little passage and stop and just tell them where to buy it and where they could find them.
Okay, and as the books go into the second book, the third book, the fourth book, are they still like consistent with what the first book was about? Is it the continuation?
It's a series, but with different stories, different situations.
Okay. So you told me that you have children's books. What other genre do you have?
For right now, I'm working on just children's books, and I have been thinking of making a story for older children that are almost up to middle school. Still in the learning phase on that.
But you're gonna stay with
Oh,
the
the
children's
younger
theme.
children.
Yes, for right now, yes, because as an author, it's a learn as you go kind of thing, especially with different genres, different things kids are dealing with, and different things life is dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
What you got
Mm-hmm.
13 books. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout this whole conversation. You got 13 books. Which at what level did you think that okay, I really, really, really can do this on a continuing basis?
What made me feel like I can continue on with it is my experiences from childhood and my teaching experiences and all the stuff I grew up with through television. That's what got me, motivated to do all of them.
Hmm. So was your first book difficult to do?
Yes, admittedly, yes, because there's a lot about problem solving and the way children are able to learn that I needed to understand fully, especially since I'm having them solve mysteries in AM kindergarten.
Do you have children of your own?
No, not yet, but
Oh,
it'll
okay.
happen.
So
It'll happen one day.
I was gonna say you probably practiced on them, but apparently not. I mean,
Not right.
really, children's books are difficult in such that if it doesn't keep the child interacting with the book or interested in the book, then you don't have a good children's book. And you don't really know until it's in their hands and they're reading the book and you can see the expressions on their face or the movements that they make, whether or not it's a good book. So
So that's true.
I know what it's like to write a children's book because I have 5 of them, and it really really makes a big difference when you see the impact that you have on the children.
Oh, that's true. apart from my detective series, I also have another series that I'm doing that helps answer the questions that kids probably have about themselves.
What kind of questions? I'm curious about that. I haven't been a kid in a long time.
Why my head so big? Why my feet so big? I don't understand why my clothes don't fit. What?
Certain questions based on what people would say about them, whether it's their family members, their friends. Like this one, for instance. Am I weird? Because sometimes children do get bullied, and they're bullied for certain things that their peers don't exactly understand, and kind of make fun of them about it, and they ask their parents whether or not what they're saying is the truth. This story here, yes.
Go ahead.
This story here is a way of letting them know that God made you a certain way, and you definitely have to be proud of that. And just because people around you say mean things about you does not mean it's the truth.
Better crack them in the jaw. That's what it. That's the other thing. Crack them in the jaw.
No, don't listen to him. Children do not listen to him. Who did the illustrations for you?
I was going to ask that.
Did.
You did the illustrations too?
Yeah. I've been influenced by a lot of cartoons and a lot of anime in my youth, and it stuck with me all as I started writing, and all as I got published, and that's kind of my favorite genre to draw.
Hey, open that
May
up.
we
Let
see
me
some of the
Come on,
yeah.
we on the same page right about that. We gotta see
got my
something.
interest. Okay, she can draw too. Wow, that's not easy to do.
Yes, I practiced a lot since I was 5.
Wow, you did an awesome job.
He stayed within the lines.
Yes.
That's pretty dope.
Thank you.
And knowing that you did that on, you self-published and you illustrated,
and she wrote the books.
And
she did everything.
Yes.
Oh my God. You're a cyborg.
You did it all. That's awesome.
Jeez. She does it all. So I mean, how do you balance your time? Because evidently when you're writing these books, you got 13 books, so it's not like you stopping, How do you balance your time?
Sometimes I would come up with an idea on breaks when the children are at lunch or at their specials, and other times when I'm off work, I would be writing my ideas down or just drawing them out.
Okay.
So what do you do first? Do you write the story or do you
in other words, he's trying to figure out your process.
I'm not going to do it. I can't do it.
Okay. First off, the idea comes to me from whatever I've experienced, whether it's at work or at home or wherever else I'm doing or whatever else I have planned. It just comes to me, and if it's that good to me, I just write it down when I have a notebook at hand, and after that, I would just write an outline based on whatever I would like to do, and then if it's that good, I just draw it out like a storyboard and do the actual writing, draft, and draw the pictures.
Okay, so that's your process.
She make it sound so easy.
I know, right?
I know better.
I'm already stressed. You know what I mean? I can't. I haven't. Gina's got 5 books. You got 13 books. I got a piece of paper.
0.
That's it. I think I wrote my name on a piece of paper. That's
Nada.
Hey, but I wrote. But I wrote. But I wrote.
You got some sticky notes.
But I wrote.
But that's how a lot of people start, though.
Yeah. Sticky notes also help, too. If I have an idea, I would sometimes take a couple with me, especially if I don't have my notebook that I would write in with me.
Do you write a lot of
it's
stuff
nothing
on your
wrong
phone?
with sticky notes.
Do you write a lot of stuff on your phone?
Not really, but I do draw a lot of things on my phone sometimes.
You
You
draw
can draw
your
stuff on your
characters
phone?
on your phone?
Sometimes.
How?
Boy, these millenniums.
I know, right?
They know a lot of stuff we do not know.
So you got that app, right?
Yes, I just use the sketchbook app. After I take a little picture, of whatever sketch I have in my sketchbook, I just draw on it and just do the coloring and process it, and there. It just happens. I just draw it.
Again,
like that. Just
she
like
makes
that.
it sound so easy.
Just like that. Wow.
Just like that.
So, I mean, are there any, I'll say, obstacles that you have as you with your journey, with your process? Have you encountered any really major obstacles, that something that might say, man, I don't think I can do this, or I think I want to stop?
Well, sometimes that I would have them, mostly if it's in the name of writer's block. Writer's block is one of the obstacles I do deal with, and other times when I do have mistakes in my first couple of drafts, I would just take a step back and just try again once I actually find a way to do it. And sometimes my drawings and my storyboard don't really would fit the scenes and lines as I'd like it to be. So I would just draw that certain scene, reread it, and then draw another scene to see which one fits.
Okay. Interesting. This isn't your first time doing this, is it?
No.
I'm not talking about writing. I'm talking about podcasts.
No, it isn't. I had a podcast interview with some friends about a few years ago during the pandemic. They were talking about my children's books for Black History Month.
Oh, okay. And how was that? How did that go?
It went pretty well.
Okay. So have you ever thought about doing a showcase of your books?
I have. In my local library, I would sometimes do that with local authors. I would showcase my children's books there whenever they would have them every other couple of years.
Okay.
So you do a lot of book fairs?
I'm trying. I'm working on that.
So Gina has visuals with her books. She has the plush toys, the this and that. Do you have any visuals for your books?
I have a couple of plush dolls. I have a couple of plush dolls of my characters. One I have done from a company called Budsies, and the other characters I've hand sewn myself. Still learning how to do that though.
Everything.
I'm tired listening.
He does everything. Jill of all trades.
Jill of all trades. I like that. You're the Jill.
Yeah, she got them. Look there.
Yep.
She has them.
That's
one of the characters?
Yes. This is June Lee. She's from my Am I series.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Wow.
That is so awesome. And you handmade that.
Yes. I was teaching myself how to hand sew dolls.
Okay.
So what do you stuff it with? Ingenuity?
Yes, and this polyfill stuffing.
Wow.
What's your next book?
Number 14.
I am not telling. I am not telling.
She's not telling. Oh man, I thought I could get it out of her. I couldn't get it out of her, bro.
L'Oreal, here on Dope Living TV, we gotta pry it out of you. We gotta pry something out of you. At least a tease. We gotta tease it.
Okay, but I'm not telling you too much. But let's just say it's a bit on more of an autobiographical proportions.
Oh,
that's more serious. That's on the serious end.
Oh.
It's hard to switch your brain from children's books to, an autobiography. It's, you're in that children's mode. It's totally different. That's a different mode.
So this isn't going to be a children's book then, right?
It kind of is, but That's all. That's all I'm saying to it.
We're not gonna get nothing else out of it, Gina. We're not gonna get nothing
I
else out of
see.
it. But that's cool. That's cool. So, how has your family? Even I know you said they're very supportive. How have they received your books?
They would sometimes read the copies I have, and they're also my editors.
Oh, proofreaders and all of that, huh?
Yes, they're my editors and my managers.
So,
Oh, wow.
if one of them came up to you and said, "Hey, man, look, I don't like this passage right here," are you gonna change it?
I'll do my best to. Besides, they know grammar and good grammar when they see it, and they know what's what when it comes to writing.
Yeah, well, you know,
so she's
I hope
open-minded.
I'm just saying, I hope we don't change me, because Gina talks just as proper as you do. But I hope I don't change your grammar by the time you get off this show, man, because I don't have good grammar all the time. I'm sorry. Probably why I can't write a book. Every time I do AI on here, not AI, but here, they change it up, and if I keep doing it, they say, "Look." I just get a big thing on my phone that says, "Look."
They say, "Look,
stop it. Talk right. We can't keep continuing to correct you." All of that stuff, and I got mine in French, so they just say, "We can continue to correct you." You know, it's like, wow, okay, stop. Then
yeah, you can't use Ebonics with them, with that voice.
No,
they won't go for it.
I won't. I won't finish a book. I can't finish a book. So you go ahead, Jenny.
I was going to ask her, Loreal, are you planning on retiring from teaching soon and just focusing on your writing?
Soon, maybe. I haven't exactly thought about it.
Is that the plan, though? What is the plan?
What is the plan? That's what I was going to say. We got to get to the meat and potatoes of this. What the plan, girl?
See,
my plan for right
look
now.
at your phone. It's saying, "Look."
my plan for right now is to get my books more on the mainstream.
Well,
okay.
You're on the show, so people know about this. This goes all over the world, so they know about. They're knowing about you right now, and you're gonna have to give us the. What's that?
There's that. You're right.
Yeah. We got you over here on DopelivenTV Live, okay? And then you got the I gotta do the right. You got the queen over there. So I'm telling you, she's been doing this. She knows this game, and that's why she put together the Distinguished Authors Guild, because there's not a platform that you guys can get your props, get the accolades that you deserve. She put that together, and I hope next year that you submit your book so that you can become a nominee. Got to do it.
I would love to.
Got to do it.
Yes.
All right. And then watch, next year she's going to take it to Jerusalem somewhere where nobody going to be able to go. But
I am not going to Jerusalem.
That's cool, though. Loreal, I didn't know. I know your father. We actually grew up together.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he told me a lot about you and what you're doing, but he didn't tell me all of this. All right. So, because I mean, you're the representative. I mean, he's the mouthpiece right off the bat, but you're the representative. You know how it is. You know what to do. You know how to describe it and all of that. So, man, this is different. And you missed last week when we had a plethora. See, I said plethora because it came up on my phone. We had a plethora.
You're gonna get right.
We had a plethora of authors for 2 weeks to come on, talk about their books, talk about their experience in writing and this and that. And I'm kind of feeling this because Gina, it's number one, that's how I met Gina, with the children's books. Okay, so anybody got children's books, I'm all for. But number two, it's the way that your whole attitude, your whole demeanor is just it's whimsical. It's like she wrote the children's book. You can probably do all the voices in the books if you decided to do an audio.
Sometimes.
She says
she gonna do the voiceovers too.
Yeah.
Look, but when the credits roll, all the credits are going to say Loreal Harris, Loreal Harris, Loreal Harris.
I actually thought about just voicing like 2 to 3 kids in my stories.
Do you think?
So
I
why
don't
you do
know.
it?
I can't do voiceovers for my own books because I feel like I sound the same, even with the voiceover.
Oh,
I can
So
do voices.
you would do 3 separate characters with 3
yeah.
separate voices? I would
Yes,
love to see that.
I would.
Hey,
I would
L'Oreal.
love to see that.
L'Oreal, do a different
Yes.
voice right now. Do a different voice right now.
Okay. Well, this is for a voice I planned on using for my character from one of my other books, Emmy. She's 5 years old and kind of has a low voice when she talks. That's my name. I'm Emerald. Emerald Saratoga Thornburg. But my friends all call me Emmy.
I love it. I love it.
Do you do story time, L'Oreal?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I would bring my books with me to work to read to the kids.
Okay.
Yes, I remember one day when I was subbing for Banneker and Marquette's art class. Halloween was at the essence, and I brought my book Am I a Scaredy Cat just to let the kids in that sometimes it's okay to be afraid of certain things, like whether it's the dark or insects or whatever else kids are normally afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it out there and you make sure that they stop being afraid. All right. Let's talk about the bullying for a second. All right. You said you were bullied when you were young, right?
Yeah, I was.
And how did you get that? How did you get through that?
It was really a pain, but I just continued being me in spite of what all the crazy things they've been saying about me.
I just don't get how they talk about you because you're normal as far as I'm concerned. The voice, okay, I get the voice. The voice is different.
Yeah, everybody always said that my voice was squeaky. I didn't really hear any squeakiness whenever I spoke. Everybody always said I sounded like a cartoon character.
Yeah, you sound a little bit like Miss Chalet. All right, she sounds one way when she talks, and she sounds a different way when she sings. Okay, I mean, you do have an animated voice, but I think it's cool. I think it's real cool because that's what's going to make people pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you should.
That's why she get them when she read those excerpts. She's going to get your attention.
I think you know what? Hey, L'Oreal, do us a favor.
Yes?
Pick one of your books and read an excerpt to us.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see.
Is that cool, Gina?
Yes, I would love to hear it.
Am I Tall Yet? Written and illustrated by yours truly, Miss Lori. That's my pen name.
Okay. Give us a passage.
All right. This is it. Have you ever had a morning where you felt sad and blue? Little Herbie Mikowski had one of those mornings. Why, you ask? It started one Friday morning while the kids were staying at their babysitter Aisha's house. Let me see. Page right away from me. Those are all the kids.
Look at the illustration. Come on, man.
What's taking Aisha so long? Easy there, Rika. I'm excited about Aisha's surprise too. I wonder what her surprise is. Me too.
Wait a minute. I feel like a little kid right now. Go ahead, continue.
I do too.
Oh, I'll get it. Hey there, Herbie. Herbie! Oh, hi, guys. What's wrong? Are you okay?
I love it.
You guys really want to know? Yeah, yeah. I'm too short. Huh? Kids, breakfast is ready.
I love it. I love it. Come on,
The
man.
rest of
That
I
is
love it.
cool.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
she did the character. She sounded different. I was thinking she's gonna have the same voice all the way through the whole book, but she didn't. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I just went with
Hey,
the voices I actually had in mind for them, especially with the voice actors I've known from childhood.
Oh, so you had to go to voice doctors?
Well, I've heard their voices a lot on television all while I was growing up. So they were my inspiration for part of my inspiration for the characters I created here.
Oh, I love it.
I'm
I
saying,
absolutely
man,
love it.
that's
I mean,
fun.
listen, we grown A people. And we sitting here laughing like we're 5 years old.
But you should have seen. If you didn't see me, that's why they put it up there, because I'm on the edge of my seat like this. I'm like,
So was I.
wow.
And you know what?
Yes.
I would love to get the book to see what happened to him, because he's blue because he's short.
Yes. They're all
That's-
available on Amazon they're all on Amazon. That's where
I
all my
hope you-
Am I series and detective books are.
Good. I hope you have one for the tall ones, because mine was just the opposite.
Yes, my books are not just for little kids. They're for any age. Hence why I've drawn them in the art style of anime and manga. They're for pretty much any age. Kids are really into that, as well as now that anime is more mainstream these days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Who's your largest audience? Is it the children or the parents?
It's a mixture of both. A little bit of both.
You know, when I do book fairs and the children walk past my table, they come over, like the animals and the characters, they draw the kids in. And once those kids put their eyes on those books or those stuffed animals, the parents cannot say no.
I can see why.
Man,
Yes.
I'm in awe right now. That was amazing.
That was fun.
Do you have anything on video of you reading or doing anything like that?
Well, I did. I'm gonna do more of that, but I did have two people read my books a few years back. One friend of mine from YouTube who reads children's stories of any kind.
That's what I thought.
And another one who's also a voice actress who started reading for children during the pandemic.
Oh, nice. So those are on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
Man, you know, my mind starts thinking. You do, shut up. You do animation as well. All right. Question is, what's the age group that receives the reading? What's up, brother?
Normally the age groups are ages 4 to 8, but any parent with or without children, they can enjoy it too, especially those that are anime fans.
Especially
yeah, I can see her drawing in lots of kids in a reading circle. Yes.
You should do that. You should have the reading circle and have somebody to video it while you're reading it, and then the expressions of the kids that are around listening to you. That'd be such an impactful video.
That would be lovely.
We
Not
got to do
great.
it. Yeah, me. I'll pile it on.
No,
I will pile it on. I got. Why, Gina? Why? Why not me? You know I'll do it good.
Yeah. If you have time, and you don't, so not you.
That has to get done, Loreal. So we're gonna talk, right?
Good idea.
It shouldn't take. You know, once she gets everything together, it shouldn't take long for me to just pop the cameras out and knock it out, right? Gina?
Okay.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice, man. It's good. That would be nice. But also, have you thought about putting the stories of your 13 books to video, to film?
That would be a good idea.
That didn't answer my question.
I haven't really thought about that to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
But now she's thinking about it.
Gotta think about it. Man, I wanted to read some more. I really do. I want to hear some more. But
no, buy the book.
Yeah, that's
right. Buy the book.
Yep, I'll only read a little bit, but I'm not spoiling. The rest of it, you got to go to Amazon and see for yourself, folks.
Yeah, got to go to Amazon. And when they go to Amazon, what do they look for?
They would look under my real name, Loreal Harris.
Okay.
And they would also look under my Am I series, such as Am I Weird or my Kindergarten Detective series, which I will be continuing more of too.
Must be very popular.
My Am I series, for the most part, is the most popular one for right now. I'm still going to get back with my detectives books.
So
I think those are her favorite.
The kid detectives?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're both my favorite series. But if I had to pick, the Am I series is mostly because it draws from my own experiences from childhood and my teaching experiences. It gives me more of a chance to tell my story.
The book should be in the school that you're working at.
Yes, I was going to say that one too. You got all my questions. Go ahead.
I have tried to get them into the school once, but there was a couple of circumstances. But I'm going to try again. I'm not giving up.
I was going to say, don't try once. Keep on knocking on that door until they open.
I'm not
giving up. You get them in the
school. And it's difficult for the Gary school system because they only work with Scholastic. I try to get mine in the school system here too.
Oh.
But they have a contract with Scholastics.
Oh.
But couldn't you go into the school? What school do you teach at? I'm not familiar with these whatever Gary's doing right now, but what school do you teach at?
Sometimes I would teach at Williams. Other times it would be Banneker and Marquette. And very occasionally, I would do Bethune.
So can't you go, and I'm just asking, can't you go to, I guess, the principal and say, hey, look, I got these books. Would it be possible for, go to the library and have a reading session, maybe after school?
I did that once, and I did do an after-school reading session for the authors event with them two years ago. It went pretty well.
They only did it once?
That's what I was going to say. You don't want to continue it?
I am going to continue it. But I will be looking for more events.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with the school system. It's not, like I said, I tried to get mine with Thea Bowman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's when I found out they told me that
it didn't work.
They had a contract they can't break their contract. And that's like, they have a contract with Scholastics and nobody else can get in.
Definitely explains it. Once you have a contract, you have to stick with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's got to be some. Well, you know what? Then why can't you go to feel me on this, a library? I think they got some big libraries in Gary, and write it up and advertise it and say, hey, I'll be here. I'm going to be doing this reading of my book, 13 books. So you're going to be here all day. And do it at a library. I think you can get a room and do it, right?
Yeah, I'll have to contact one of the local libraries around there as well as my local library, so that way I could see what I could do about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be fantastic. The youth, the kids, they need something to do. They need something else to do. And if you get some involved in that, and like I said, your voice, even though you may think people may think it's different or funny or different, that's what's going to bring them in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's going to bring them in. See how she loosened up a little bit, Jen, and then she go back into that whole, with the one-word answers. But that's okay, Loreal. We're good. We're all good. We are speaking, everybody, with Loreal Harris, man. She is a teacher, so she's molding young minds, but she's an author, too. She has 13 books, 13 of them. And she still had made time to come to Dope Living TV Live. I don't see how, because she's still writing. She's probably writing as we speaking right now.
She said she's writing another book. She wouldn't give us more. She didn't give us much information at all. But she said that's all we're getting.
Nope. I wanted to be surprised.
Stingy with the, we can't even get nothing out of it. But that's okay. I mean, that's your creative license. You have to do what you have to do in order to make sure that your book is seen and brought out the best way possible. And your self-publishing. How's self-publishing?
So far, it's doing okay. I just got to find a way to, expand my books more, as well as spread it out, promote more on social media, as well as YouTube and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Frank Summer says, I think her voice is very nice and smooth. Okay. Okay.
Did you teach yourself how to, because self-publishing is not as easy as it sounds. I know a couple of authors who actually self-published. I forgot what the one on Amazon is called. But anyway, their books did not.
Kindle Publishing Direct.
Kindles.
That's that's where all my books are.
Well, their books did not come out right. The pictures did not line up right. They didn't know there's certain sizes and everything that you need. You have to have your words put on the page a certain way. They didn't do any of that. It just was a disaster.
Yeah. Before I even published it there, I would just put the words together via this old program called Microsoft Paint. That's how I normally put my words on.
Okay.
I'm listening to the two literary geniuses, so I don't speak on anything I don't know. So I know nothing about writing a book.
You know about them sticky notes.
Hey man, I know about them sticky notes, and I think I got 5 or 6 pads. If I was at home, I would show them to you. But I got 5 or 6 pads that I write stuff on. Okay, but I'm always about business and stuff. So everybody wants to take all of those pads that I got and make it into a book. It'll be a great business book. I promise.
Bet that's like a treasure chest or something. I don't know about that.
That's a good idea.
Hey, I'm telling you, I read this book. This book is about this thick, all right? And it has a lot of advice from businessmen, people that have done it, entrepreneurs and everything. It's a wealth of knowledge, I'm telling you. So I think that all of the notes that I've taken and this and that, if I gave it to somebody, they could condense it into a nice little business book, strategies. Because I've had to go. Strategies. I've had to go through a lot of them, and I write everything down. And then, you know how you get to a point where you have to stop and go back. Well, when I go back, I just grab another pad and start writing on that one. So it's not a good process, Loreal, that I got, but I just got to put it all. I got to put everything that I have out there, just as you guys do as authors. You put it all into it, and I truly admire you for living your dream. That's what you want to do, and you're doing it. Right. So and being an author, you're in school. Being an author is an unconventional occupation. Everybody can't do it. If there was somebody that came up to you and said, "Hey, Loreal," in a different voice. See, I do voices too.
Not that one.
You like that one?
Hey, Loreal.
Look at you. Now you won't be able to talk tomorrow. Listen, eating all that glass in your throat. All that glass. Anyway, Loreal, if there was something you could tell people who are trying to be authors or trying to just live their dream, what would it be?
For someone who's trying to live their dream?
If they're trying to live their dream or be an author like you, what would you tell them?
Hey, first off, if you really feel strongly about that dream, don't give up. You just got to keep going. You write what you know, and go through your own experiences, talk about it with family and friends, and then something from your imagination could come straight to you.
Good point.
Good point. Bobby Strutchen. You know Bobby?
Yes,
No.
she is a Distinguished Authors Guild nominee.
Okay.
Ooh.
She says, I'm learning so much and having fun at the same time. I think that's important, though. I think that's important, though. You got to have fun at what you like to do. You got to have fun. Don't make it a job. Don't make it a job. Well, you know what? We know you have fun. All right.
When I draw my characters, if anything, all the characters, I know they're all my own kids, and I can't really pick one. But if I did, it would definitely be Hector, the main character in Am I Weird?
Okay.
This little boy right here on the cover.
So
can you relate to Hector? Is it because you can relate to Hector?
For the most part, I can.
I don't get
Mostly
it. Mostly
because we both have active to the max imaginations for people our own age, and he fully believes that he's the superhero, the one he calls himself as Flashman. We're both stubborn when it comes to the things we believe in at times, especially when it comes to things we've created ourselves, and people kind of tend to make fun of us for just being us. Hence why I wrote this story. Because
so you can relate to him.
Yes. The kids in the story were making fun of Hector for being his imaginary alter ego, Flashman. Thinking that he's just some weird superhero kid, but Hector he was hurt, but he was told not to let that get to him. Just like my family had told me not to let anybody bullying me get to me. It was tough to follow their advice sometimes, but hey, I just learned to stay myself, regardless of what any of them were always saying about me, whether it's from my voice, the things that I liked, or when I'm just plain old me.
And that's the best you can be is
yes.
plain old you. I mean, if nobody accepts you,
that is so heart touching, though.
Yeah, it is. It is. If nobody accepts you as you are, then you don't need to be around them anyway. You know.
Yes.
I have one last question. Out of curiosity, why did you choose to draw half of Hector's face?
Because it was to represent his emotion, and sometimes kids would have that expression on their face when they're either curious or sad, and my AMI series is a way of answering certain questions the kids have themselves. Kids in real life, I mean.
That's what's up. Man, I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, Loreal.
So did I.
Likewise.
Man, so tell everybody again how they can get your books.
Books like my AMI series and my Kindergarten Detective series. They are all available on Amazon under my name, Loreal Harris. You also see that there's a list of books on my profile there, as well as how I got the energy and motivation to create them. There's a list of my books under my detective series and my AMI series.
That's what's
and those
up.
are all on Amazon.
Yep, that's where you find them.
So you guys go to Amazon, start buying her books, tell your uncle to buy them, tell your cousin to buy them, then call your cousin in California and say, hey, buy Loreal's books. And they're going to call their cousins in Florida, get her books. Just support, guys. Just support. That's what we do here on DopelivenTV Live. We make sure that people support Barter Black, y'all, for real. Loreal, thank you for coming on the show and hanging out with us. Okay, this has been a great conversation.
Thank you for having me here, because It was really great to talk to you both.
Man, we
I
had a
love
ball.
the story time though. That got me.
know.
That just got me. That bought me
I
right
know.
there.
Bobby says, thank you. I will find you on Amazon. And Bobby, when you find her on Amazon, tell two friends, like, make sure you go over there and get that bug. Get that bug. Gene, you want to say
And
something?
leave a review. That's important for authors. Leave a review.
Please.
Yeah. Most definitely. Gina, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. We have the Distinguished Authors Guild, November 10th, Theater 47. Come out, support authors. Authors like Loreal, who
Yes.
does independent books, independent illustrations. We have authors out there that are waiting for you to come and see what they have. And here's where you can get the tickets.
Chicago in Northwest Indiana. Get ready for an epic night to remember. We are honoring the past and awarding the future. The Distinguished Authors Guild presents its 5th annual Literary Award Show and VIP Gala. Sunday, November 10th at Theater 47, 350 Victory Drive in Park Forest, Illinois. Proceeds from ticket sales go towards scholarships for first-year creative writing college students. This is a black tie event. Purchase your tickets now at eventbrite.com, keyword Distinguished Authors Guild. For more information, call 219-742-4305. That's 219-742-4305. And remember, everything that glitters is gold.
All right, let's see you there on November 10th.
Got to get there, everybody. It's going to be entertaining. Got to get there, L'Oreal. You got to come through and hang out with all of these fantastic authors, all right? Networking is going to be available. It's going to be a great time, all right? Everybody come out there. Yeah. L'Oreal might be there. Y'all might get a chance to see L'Oreal, all right? Purvis, come out there, bro. Jeannie, you want to say something?
I want to say, if you have a book in you, write it. And don't think that a lot of wannabe authors, they think that, you know, when they're ready to write a book, it's going to come out on paper as a book. That's not going to happen. Do like Greg, put it on sticky notes. Do like L'Oreal, take notes. You know, I text my book. There's a lot of different ways. When you have a thought, write it down, and then you go back and you put those thoughts together, and that's when it becomes a book. So if you have that story in you, and I believe everybody has a story in them, write it. If there's a book that you have not found, write it.
That's what's up. I mean, express yourself for real. Express yourself. Everybody's not gonna be able to do it the same way, you know, and that's the beauty part about us as humans. You know, we don't have to do things the same way to be effective. Let's support what L'Oreal's doing, and if you got a dream, like Gina said, just do it. You know, L'Oreal said the same. Just do it. Why would you hold that in if it's something that you feel greatly about, something that you feel that, man, I know people would love this. Put it out there, just like L'Oreal did. Because L'Oreal, I mean, like I said, I didn't put it up there how Gina's and my reaction was when she was reading, all right? We were like, look, kids.
I was grinning and laughing just like a little kid.
I'm sitting up here like this. I'm rocking and stuff, man. Yeah. I'm like, that was great, man. But, you know, L'Oreal, thank you. If there's anything we can do for you here at Dope Living TV Live, let us know. We got you back.
Thanks.
Congratulations on your books, too. They are wonderful books.
Most definitely.
Thank you kindly.
Go to Amazon, everybody. Pick up a copy or 2 or 13 of L'Oreal's books, all right?
14 coming soon, so you better start collecting them now.
Yeah, but we don't know about 14 because she won't tell us.
Oh no. Author's code. I can't tell. I want to be surprised.
But you know what? We appreciate you coming through. You brightened us today.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.